If you stay consistent for just 5 years, do you know what happens next? Do you ever worry about not leaving your family a good financial legacy? This story is about my friend who started investing because of that very fear and succeeded. Today, I'll tell you a true story. This is not about extreme cases or rare success. It shows what an ordinary person can accomplish by investing for 5 years. Let's dive in. My friend was nearing his 40s and a father of 2 when he first started investing. I won't use his real name for privacy reasons. He was working as a data analyst at an energy company. Since Bitcoin has often been criticized for its energy usage, he first encountered it in 2015. At the time, he didn't pay much attention to it. The technology behind it seemed too complicated, so he didn't think it was very important. However, over time, the movements in its price caught his attention. Even though it piqued his interest, he didn't have the courage to buy any. He would later regret that, though he would still eventually make a lot of profit. As the years went by, he had the opportunity to research Bitcoin more thoroughly. The more he understood its technology, the more fascinated he became. Before this, my friend hadn't really saved much money. As he got older, he decided he wanted to do something for his children's future. So he began a general research process. In 2018, he started investing alongside the S&P 500. It wasn't a great year to start investing, but it helped him build discipline. He told me he never withdrew the first amount he invested. Then, impressed by Bitcoin's limited supply, its core technology and blockchain, he began buying BTC with half of his salary. Gradually, his portfolio grew both through his own contributions and Bitcoin's appreciation. During this period, he accumulated a significant amount of Bitcoin. He also mentioned that he's glad he didn't wait any longer and officially started investing in 2019. But the most important thing is what my friend does next. No matter what happens, he never abandons his discipline. When prices soar, he doesn't stop buying, and when they start to fall, he doesn't sell. Every month on payday, the first thing he does is invest half of his salary. At first, this has a noticeable impact on his portfolio, but by the time 2025 arrives, the money he adds each month becomes almost invisible compared to the total portfolio. During this period, he witnessed huge rises and drops. He made his first sale in 2025. With that money, he bought houses for his children. One of his children is approaching 18, while the other has just started school. Imagine how far ahead these kids are starting in life. Normally, he continues to buy Bitcoin and doesn't plan to sell. But now he had a reason to. He achieved his goal and made both of his children homeowners. Until they move in, he rents out the houses and splits the rental income. Half into the S&P 500 and the other half into Bitcoin. As you can see, Bitcoin gave him tremendous growth, creating significant wealth in a short time. Now he allows that wealth to grow further and has diversified his portfolio with the S&P 500. This is a true story of success and discipline. What you need to do is trust your plan and follow through without listening to anyone else. Right now, my friend actually doesn't even need to work. His money and rental income are enough to support the whole family. Yet, he loves his job. And by continuing to invest the extra income he earns, he secures his future even more solidly. Anyone can do this. You don't need a massive salary. If you earn less, it may take 5 or 10 years, but in the end, you are the one who wins. My friend didn't do anything extraordinary. He didn't time the market, he didn't trade every day, and he didn't try to guess the top or the bottom. He simply stayed consistent, and that consistency changed his life. We've talked in other videos about why distractions like this are harmful. Best advice to you is this: don't try to pick the perfect time to invest. You should start investing today. If you want your kids to have a comfortable life in the future, you need to make some sacrifices now. And it's not as hard as it seems. Set aside an amount that fits your budget, or look for ways to earn extra income. This approach will bring you greater returns than any other form of investing. If you're watching this video, you're a candidate to be the next success story. Start planning your long-term investments today. Build a fortune that will keep you from working yourself to exhaustion in retirement and save your kids from the same struggle when they grow up. It's entirely in your hands. Like this video and subscribe for not miss out next videos. See you next week in the next video.